And the already spread-thin guard force is calling it the worst night of, and I quote, creepy shit they've ever seen on St. Swithin's Day. And that's saying a lot. So if you...
Hey, a letter arrived from Dad.
Dear Lil, I haven't received your last letter yet. I really could have used the pick-me-up. Things are getting really hectic here. Everyone is busy getting ready for the upcoming naval battle. Even though I don't have any training at all, I'm getting stationed on one of the attack boats on the front lines. But don't worry, I overheard the Admiral say that there may be a plan brewing to unleash a ferocious sea monster, if they can find one. But they'll have to make sure there aren't allies in the water when they do. So that sounds like a plan, right? I don't really know what's in store for me, but I'm doing my very best so I can get home, and we can finally get our lives back on the right track. Wish me luck. I think I'll need it this time. Love, Dad.
I guess all the fighting has disrupted the postal service? Oh, the humanity!
I heard the news this is your last shift down here at the shed.
It sure is. I may not always get 4 stars, but I think I've been pulling my weight around here. Seems pretty weird to pull me off duty, just as everything seems to be at an all-time level of terrible.
Speaking of things being terrible, let's make sure you're all stocked up for your shift. Are you sure you've got everything you need? I've got a big walk to the east gate ahead of me.
Thanks for everything, Garby.
it's me, Kelly. I remember you from the wedding. You didn't want Monty's soup. Can't blame you. If I didn't work there, I wouldn't want it either. I've got a wagon full of food for my boss to help with the whole people dying of starvation thing.
Finally, some food! Even if it is Monty's. Home of the soup, my foot. She says she walked here from Caladar, eh? That's quite a journey. Make sure it's edible, would you? If it is, even I will pull up a bowl. Could I have truly fallen so far?
I didn't know Monty's was part of the war effort.
Oh, yeah, we have been slammed at Monty's lately. What with all the food rationing, we're running out of soup. I had to go all the way to the Monty's in Caladar to get supplies. Heck of a trek for a Cyclops in heels.
Wow, that's a long walk.
You're telling me? The whole journey took me almost 2 weeks. Luckily, they gave me this cart to carry all the food in. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. Gee, thanks, kid. I can't wait to get this into the kitchen and put my feet up. My dogs are barking, if you know what I mean. See you around. A blinding rage fills my eyes. It is the gatekeeper who ruined my wedding day. How have you, honorless child, been allowed to keep such an important position? Thank the walls of your shed for protecting you from the taste of my blade, if I still had it. Kapla! Despite my blood feud with you, Guardian, it does not please me that the Sprawl has been so brutally punished by the Kingdom of Petrard. This war has been conducted most dishonorably by those pathetic Petrardians, and your city has been ruined. Much in the same way as you ruined my wedding.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you have at least some sympathy. Maybe Marvog can intervene and stop the war.
We could have this war settled in no time. Those bloated Petrardians stand no chance against the might of Marvog. But your queen would have to make a compelling argument why we should help her now.
While not technically an enemy of the state, I doubt much good will come from them after the fiasco that was the royal wedding. Who knows? They could be a mole for the enemy. I'm not sure how best to sniff out their intentions, but use your tools and see what you can find out.
No mighty blade, no battle hammer, not even my ceremonial combat weapons. Everything had to be melted down and sold to keep some amount of food coming into the Marvog Empire. There is a massive shortage of food thanks to this pointless squabble the Sprawl is having with the Kingdom of Petrard. Glory shall come to Marvog this day.
Kapla!
Well, Kaplad, little one. Kapla!
Hail, Groundwalker. I am Marabella.
Hi, I'm Lil. Anything else?
I don't know. I've never been above water before. You lead the way.
Okay, what you doing here, Marabella?
I have an official message from the leaders of my people. This is an official notice that the thalassocracy of...
The what now?
Thalassocracy. It's the word used for an empire that is primarily made up of maritime or seaborne areas.
Huh, learned a new word today. Continue.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed...
Sorry, one more time. Bubbletown?
Uh-huh. That's the name of my thalassocracy.
Bubbletown. Got it. On you go.
Okay. The thalassocracy of Bubbletown is committed to the defense of the sprawl. That's the end.
That's wonderful news. A new ally in our hour of need? Oh, thank you, good Marabella of Bubbletown, for your message. Are you a warlike people?
Well, we don't like it, but we are quite good at it. We used to be a peaceful people, skilled more in song and art, but we lost our song many years ago, and now we know only war.
Oh, that's rather sad.
The Mer people of Bubbletown are fearsome warriors. They would be an absolute asset in our quest to control the waterways around the sprawl. Armed with tridents, they could fight off any takers if they have enough support. Great find, Guardsman.
All right, Marabella, strap on your boots. Boot. Fishtail covering. You're drafted.
The Mer people of Bubbletown would be honored to help the sprawl in their fight. We will strike at the enemy with everything we've got, and we strap on war fins for future reference.
This is the place. I got the call. I'm a mercenary. Your move, kid.
Okay, what's your deal?
The deal is simple, kid. You let me in, and I will jumpstart your city's defenses and give your leadership precious information about your enemies.
Oh, cool.
Not so fast. You don't let me in, I'm taking the same info about the sprawl and selling it to the highest bidder.
Okay, come on in.
Not so fast. It'll cost you.
How much?
Well, that's up for negotiation.
How do I know you're good for it?
A Bangalorean always keeps their word.
Okay, how much?
All right, 1,000 gold.
500 gold.
Fine, 500 gold.
A Bangalorean, eh? Interesting. Bangaloreans hear much and speak little. This one must be in dire straits to be making this deal. Squeeze him. Use those negotiating tactics we've spent all those sessions honing.
What sessions?
Damn it, Travis! I distinctly remember putting a memo on that idiot's desk to schedule sessions with you. Somebody's fired. Again.
So, what do I do?
Step 1, negotiate. Thank you for attending the session.
Tools of the trade. You have yours, I have mine.
Yoink.
What? Aw, dang it. I'll assist your city with its defenses and provide enemy intel for the agreed upon price of 500 gold.
Here, take this contract to the castle. They'll settle up with you.
A pleasure doing business with you, kid.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Gary Dolt, son of Bee and Brian Dolt, and I wish to pass. Will you require anything else?
Geary, it's me, Lil, remember? Magnus the Magnificent.
Of course. Pleasure to see you again, Lil. Now let me pass. I'm off to a meeting at the Mages Guild. I don't know if you heard, but I'm well on my way to becoming a full-fledged mage, a card-carrying member of the guild. Heading in right now to meet with my tutor, Master Tyronius Athanatos. He's not much for having a laugh, but I've learned so much from him.
Tyronius? That guy's a horse's ass. Pardon my goblin.
How dare you speak that way about the master? If Tyronius were here, you'd be sorry, you miserable well, suffice to say you'd be sorry.
We are in the endgame of this war now, and the Mages Guild are shaping up to be a big part of it. But be vigilant. Don't let anything dangerous get past you. Search them, and if you find anything questionable, don't hesitate. Take action to protect the sprawl.
How dare you deny me? Me, a powerful new member of the Mages Guild. Just wait until Master Tyronius hears about how you've treated his soon-to-be right-hand goblin. You will regret this, Lil, you pathetic little smaggle.
Avast, Petey! There blows a fine upstanding guardsman.
Upstanding guardsman,
We'll take our ship and blast our way through whatever scurvy barnacles are attacking the sprawl's waterways. Yarr!
So, you're saying you'd like to be drafted?
Aye, that's a much more concise way to say it, yarr. Ahoy there, landlubber. The name's Captain Jane Pigeon, and this here's me fine-feathered matey Pete. Though yous can call him Petey if you're an old sea dog like me. Yar, har, har.
Old sea dog,
Wow, a real-life pirate! You want to defend the sprawl from incoming attackers?
Aye, I've heard tell there's plenty of doubloons and booty to be had by sending some enemies down to Davy Jones's locker.
I'm not sure I understood all of that, but still, wow!
Pirates, eh? This is not that tricky. If you let them go off to battle, they'll drink their grog and be no match for the enemy. Take their beer and send in the pirates.
Yar, I do like the cut of your jib, young scallywag. ye this, a tank of some of the fermenter's finest, to remember me by. Think of me when you're singing your pirate shanty.
I'm 12, but I'll take it for my dad when he gets home. Thanks for the grog.
Actually, it's an IPA.
Huh? Big juicy IPA, huh?
Hardy har! Ye won't be regretting this choice you've made here today, me bucko.
Huh? Won't regret it, huh?
Let's go show these bastards why they should steer clear of Captain Jane Pigeon and the dread ship Fermenter.
Hello, I'm here to join my family in the refugee camp at the docks.
Aww. What's your name, little buddy?
My name's Teeny Tom McGoblin on account of I'm so teeny, and my last name's McGoblin. Me dad and mum and sisters already came through the gates. I was lagging behind on account of me bum leg.
Aw, what happened to your leg?
It fell off.
Aren't limbs supposed to, stay attached?
I'm too poor to have limbs that stay attached.
I know your dad. He's Seamus McGoblin, right? The artist.
Him an artist? No, Mum. He has a real job. He's a painter. He paints things.
I'm sorry, Tommy who?
Teeny Tom.
Yes?
No, I'm talking on the phone.
I know you are. You called me.
Sorry, I was talking to Teeny Tom.
Yes?
Talking to Ash that time.
Who's Ash?
Oh, brother.
Just let Teensy Toby and his brother in already. With a name like that, he's probably harmless.
All right, you little cutie pie. You're free to go in.
Thank you kindly, Mum, and God bless you.
Tell your dad I say hello.
I will, Mum. Oh, I'm so excited to see him, and me mum, and even me sisters. I'm gonna head straight there. I won't even stop to rob any elderly people at knife point.
Aw, that's so... Wait, what?
Well, maybe I'll nick just one geezer, for sport. Toodaloo for now.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Hi. Is this where to sign up for the draft?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful.
Would you like to be drafted to fight in the war?
Oh no, it's not for me. It's for him.
For who?
My pet fish, Dennis.
Does Dennis want to fight?
He wants to fight, all right, and he is very good at it, I promise you.
Huh. I had heard rumblings of underground fish fights happening down by the docks in the past. I suppose there is the tiniest chance this could be a fighting fish. If it is, they are rather dangerous, and that could be a big win for us. Or a liability. One or the other.
I'm sorry, I can't draft you.
Not me, remember? It's for the fish.
I'm sorry, I can't draft him either.
You should see the look on your dumb face.
She looked like she was this close to peeing her pants.
You're not wrong.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants. Wait till you see.
Shh, don't spoil it.
Okay. Congrats on not having a job anymore. We're glad to have you back. Finally.
Yeah.
Well, the surprise isn't even the surprise, Princess Pea Pants.
Shh, don't spoil.
Hey, Arda, mind if I write a quick letter to my dad?
Yeah, maybe later though, okay?
Maybe later? No, I have to send him one now.
It can wait. Enjoy your party. And your surprise is over there by the fire. But first, I know you're just a kid, but I'll mix you up any drink you'd like, on the house, to celebrate everything you've been doing around here. What'll it be? Coming right up.
I'm sure between my job at the city council and as an administrator with the Guard Corps, if the sprawl was on the verge of catastrophic collapse, from within and without, Mike Melroy would know about it.
I may be baked out of my gourd as per usual, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing bad omens everywhere. Something very bad is about to go down. Oh, Lil, congratulations! What a party! Are you having a good time?
Honestly, I am. I'm really feeling the love, Echo.
What's a love echo?
I'm gonna miss this.
I'm here to collect your badge and your gun.
What badge and gun?
No one gave you a badge and a gun? How the hell did you navigate your way through 11 levels without your badge and your gun?
There are plenty of ways to solve a problem without a gun.
But the badge, Lil. It's all in the badge.
I'm gonna miss this too.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the Great Magician. Alakazoo, Alakazee.
There she is, my little guardsman.
Dad? What are you doing here? Oh, I missed you so much. What is going on?
You stopped writing letters. I got worried something had happened to you.
What could happen to me? I wasn't the one off fighting a war, remember?
Yeah, but you get some pretty tough customers coming through that gate. Sometimes if you try to whip them, or even just talk to them in the wrong way, it's game over. I got worried.
So they let you leave the war because you were worried about your daughter? I mean, shouldn't you be fighting in an epic naval battle right about now?
No, they didn't. And yes, I should be. But I couldn't stand being at war for a second longer. I was actually pretty instrumental in winning a couple of battles out there. I did some amazing things for a chubby, middle-aged guy. I think all because I was thinking about you and wanting to keep you safe.
Dad, you can't just leave the war when you feel like it. That's called deserting. I think it's a pretty serious thing.
What matters is that I'm here now.
He's right, you know.
Everything has been so messed up. I've come close to dying a bunch of times. I never have enough money to upgrade my tools. I've been wearing this damn sweater every day for as long as I can remember. You're not a good dad, Dad.
You don't think I know that? I thought I was finally doing something right by signing up to fight for our home. But I think I got even further away from the goal.
No kidding.
Can you forgive me?
Not for everything, not all at once, but yes, I love you and I'm so glad you're back and that you didn't die.
I'm glad I didn't die too.
I could die any day now.
This isn't about you, Mrs. Abernathy.
All right, Seamus.
I'll be up to tuck you in soon. We can figure out what the rest of our lives will look like in the morning. I'll be up to tuck you in soon.
I do hope you'll tell your father how good of a babysitter I've been while he's been away.
Sounds good, Mrs. Abernathy.
By the beard of Bertram Bartleby the Bloated, I appear!
Edward, the official officiant.
It's the Edward, the Great Magician again, come out of retirement to play one more preteen birthday party. How old are you today, little girl?
It's not my birthday. I was fired. And these nice people are throwing me a party, but honestly, I just want to curl up in the fetal position and sleep for a year.
Come on, Lil, be a good sport. If Arda and Emma don't see me do a magic trick, I don't get my 37 gold and contractually mandated piece of pie. I actually picked up a few tricks from a true blue real deal mage I met. Lil. I am small but nimble with a bushy tail. In trees I scamper, never to fail. I gather my food and store it with care. Do you know what animal I am? Do you dare? That's right, a sparrow! Ta-da!
What? Sparrows don't have bushy tails, and since when do they scamper through trees?
When they're not flying, of course.
Yeah, okay, you got me there, the Edward.
Do you have time for another? Well, I'll be here with my second trick when you're ready.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat.
What? Really? Because I have to say, that's a pretty fantastic hat.
You should have seen my previous hat. Aye, my journey, it continues.
There's no pleasing some people.
We have just received word that the enemy has overtaken the Sprawl's military forces. While the city's walls continue to hold, the remainder of the Petrardian forces are expected to join the siege in the coming days. This is a dark day for the Sprawl. As you can tell by my voice, this is a very serious thing I'm saying. We will be keeping this channel clear for instructions from the palace and other emergency updates.
Oh God, it's all over. I should find Dad. We need to get somewhere safe. What the hell are you two doing in my bedroom? Get out of here!
Lil, don't be rude. Cecil was sent to find you.
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
Never heard of it.
Isn't it the little doohickey that zapped me that one time?
Oh, right, that. Thanks, Dad. But I'm not just gonna give it to you, Cecil. Dr. B gave it to me, and it's my job to protect it.
Well, my instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty, Lilith, the Gate Guardsman.
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence.
Hey, where's Stryker? And Ash and Milcom? Shouldn't they be here advising you?
Her Majesty grew tired of them working in the shadows against her. By now, they should be a few miles outside of our borders, or rotting in the dungeon waiting to be hanged by their traitorous necks. I honestly forgot which lever I pulled.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
I beg your pardon?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the Sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody guardsman!
Hey now! So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the chronometer 3000.
It won't even work for you, dude. It's set to my life force or whatever. You need Dr. B to reprogram it.
Of course she'd do something like that. Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed. There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Who can say indeed?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken. Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
Lil, help me. My friend.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay, new plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway?
Why? What do you mean, why? The war is lost. Thousands of soldiers have died, and worse, those bloated Petrardians have access to the dig site. The sprawl has only been on the forefront of technological and magical advancement because of the power crystals discovered there. That's why you have the chronometer 3000 in the first place. But now the dig site is lost to us due to your poor choices. Make the right one now and hand over the device.
Say I was to hand it over. How would you fix everything?
Lil, I feel like I'm dropping the ball as the adult in the room. Should I be interjecting more?
Dad, shh.
All I have to do is get the princess to marry Prince Phineas instead of the Praetor, and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony. Then the war will never happen.
It won't work. The side she doesn't choose will always start a war with the Sprawl.
How could you know that? What is this, your second playthrough? My plan will work.
I can't let you do this.
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I was your hero, you good-for-nothing little worm. Feel my wrath.
Wait, Master, don't. Oh no, Lil, please. Tell Julian
Gary! No! Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is, the chronometer 3000. Give it to me!
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No, 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 no!
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding. Lil, I'm sorry I failed you. I love you, Lil.
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, please, come back.
Drat, Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh, God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
I've got no time for another tutorial. Okay, try not to get his attention, but go stand by that necromancer.
Ooh, spooky. Whatever you say, kiddo.
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it.
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
This won't do. The war is still going to happen. Off to another timeline.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing.
I've got no time. Okay, go check out the band.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
Security at an event like this is a nightmare. So many moving parts. Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious. The job never stops, Lil.
Lil, you absolute wonder. Well done on the wedding file. It's gone off without a hitch, and with that, the Sprawl has acquired a powerful new ally. Brava, Lil.
Gary, you're still good in this timeline.
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... oh, I shouldn't say.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust. That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
And
narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
That's some good I'm brimming with mana now, baby. At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with. Here goes nothing.
I now pronounce you married.
This won't do. The war.
What's going on?
I don't have time.
I'm sorry.
I've got no. Okay.
Ooh.
Echo! I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm an old wizard, Lil. I don't know if I still have it in me.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir to cast the spell you need.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
That's right. My magical elixir.
Ice for your drink, and then you'll cast the spell. Great.
Abso-toodalutely.
I got it!
Cheers, Lil. Bottoms up. Now for the spell.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then. Now I've got you. Dad, give me a hand with this clown.
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
I guess Dad can't take him down unarmed. Let's see if I can do something about that.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but I need to find you a weapon, and when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
Oh, that might be tough. He looks spry. I can try my best, but I'd feel better if I had some kind of weapon to protect you with.
I'm on it. Articulus, I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast it.
This is a matter of life and death.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do. Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Effici Pulmentum and Bracas?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away. Behold.
Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do
Oh, darling, a wedding is a terrible bore without a truly delicious bubbly. My dear darling councilwoman Ash always hides a bottle of the good stuff somewhere in her office.
I now pronounce you married.
This won't do.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to
No problem.
See that necromyth?
Oh, that might be...
I'm on it.
What an absolute waste of money this entire dog and pony show is. Would have been just as well off flushing a ton of gold bars down the toilet, if you ask me.
Hey, bounty hunter!
Yes?
Give me that blaster I know you got on ya.
Why should I?
I'll pay you a lot of gold. Later.
Sounds good.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
I've got it.
That's some good sh**. I'm
Dad, now!
How's this for being a
You continue to...
Don't even think about it.
Why, you meddlesome...
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not before I go back one more time.
No!
Lil. Lil!
What, Dad? I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him and I grabbed for it and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
You're not wearing his amulet anymore. Did you know that it was allowing him to control your mind?
No, I wasn't aware of that when he gave it to me.
And that a spell could only be broken by true friendship, and then you started to break free because I was your true friend. So are we like besties now?
Again, I don't recall any of this. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And we still lost the war. But with Tyronius missing, things seem to have taken a turn for the better. We are still not out of the woods, but the worst is behind us. The Mages Guild has scattered. We discovered that some of the more loyal mages to Tyronius were supporting the enemy army with magic. But without this advantage, they were incapable of delivering a fatal blow to our fair city. The enemy is still there, just outside the walls, and months of negotiations are ahead, but hopefully I can avoid any further bloodshed.
Well, that's good news at least. So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy? Work the night shift? Harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Finally!
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
Are you kidding? Did you not see what we just went through? Me, a 12-year-old, given way too much responsibility, almost destroyed time and space. Why don't you do your own job for f***'s sakes? I'm going to have a f***ing childhood.
Without the burden of Tyronius's amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became the strong ruler the sprawl needed to negotiate its surrender and lead the subsequent peace talks. She was able to win a number of concessions from the enemy that allowed the sprawl to retain some of its freedom under occupation. As it happens, in secret, a certain hooded figure leads a growing resistance that will one day overthrow the occupiers. Desdemona and Chuck's marriage was, unfortunately, no match for the pressures put on them by the sprawl's defeat. The divorce was as amicable as any royal divorce could be. A source in the palace shared that the two remain friends. When the sprawl fell to the enemy forces, the occupiers' hatred and intolerance towards non-human races took greater root in the city. This forced many underground, which, if you were a mole person, is no big deal. Not great for the others, though. The Goblin Liberation Army continued meeting in secret and has become an instrumental part of the insurgency movement against the Sprawl's occupying forces. On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them, again, but the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together. After the fall of the sprawl, Councilwoman Ash was enlisted by the enemy to be their intermediary to the Queen. The occupiers saw her as an effective and ruthless new hire, but they greatly underestimated her spycraft. This Employee of the Month secretly fed intel to the Resistance, which monumentally weakened the enemy's hold on the sprawl. Lieutenant Stryker's execution was immediately scheduled by the enemy. However, before she could be hanged, she disappeared from prison. Cries of "Viva la Goblution" were heard in the vicinity of the dungeon, and although she hasn't been seen, it is believed that she is in hiding, assisting the insurgency. Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury. Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt. Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking. Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world. Lil vowed to never set foot in the guard shed again. All she wanted was a proper childhood, and to even sometimes throw rocks at things. With that being said, our new Goblin Ball season is upon us, and Hamish has been trying to wear her down. He lives in hope that she's got at least one more shift in her.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me. I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, When you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the sprawl, I'll be there. You still here? It's over. Go home. Well, I guess you are home. But in case you're not, go!